Yeah, I think we're pretty. Yeah, we are. Okay, guys. What up? It's a boy, the Libya Multitown platform, and welcome to another episode of Contrast Podcast. Thank everybody who is watching us now. Okay, I know you guys were here even before we went live. I think Skizzy and Inkia, you made it here first. So yeah, bro, have fun. So, yeah, today we'll be answering a question because of a screenshot we saw Phil be posting. Okay, we'll just be answering that one question. Then we may double into Biggie 237 and the rest. Like, let's just summarize everything that has happened this week. So, if you guys have any information or anything skizzy, if you have anything you want us to address, just tell us. Okay, we'll address it because this like a meeting where all of us come together, put ideas together, put our heads together, address so many things that we think are we need to address in the industry or give our opinion on so many things or try to correct certain things which we think we can correct in the industry. Yeah, so let's start with life update. Eta, what's up?
Man, this live update things. After last time when I was moderating the whole thing, I skipped the live update because for me on my end, I always say the same thing.
Yeah,
and I'm
over
like,
and over the thing.
But the audience will be like, nothing exciting ever happens in this girl's life. And it's just the fact, like, I'll not make up exciting things.
Yeah.
I'll not make up exciting things for this live update. Yeah.
That's
let me see.
That's the life of an introvert.
I'm trying to think. Exactly. The life of an introvert and somebody who works from home. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
So like there's nothing really exciting or nothing really worth mentioning. Yeah, just being behind the screen, walking, and that's it. Honestly, guys, that's it. I like every time we do this live all day, I'm just reminded of how I need to start living and doing stuff. But well. It is what it is.
We all need to.
That's my reality.
Trust me, we all need to start living. I also sat one day and thought of that same thing. Like, my life is, I can predict my life, like my next move. I can predict everything that I'll do, you know. And it's sometimes it's good, it's fun. It sometimes it's safe. Okay, it's good and it's safe. Sometimes it's I'm looking for the right word to say it, because sometimes it makes you feel you spend so much time with yourself and you start having conversations with yourself, and even conversations that you don't even need to have. And if sometimes it puts you in a bad mood, sometimes it puts you in a good mood. So yeah, all those things, it happens. Yeah, I've been through it. I'm an introvert too, so I can relate. So
but although, like, honestly, I feel a lot of difference in my mindset and even in my mood, right? I feel like I'm in a better place right now than comparing myself like maybe a year ago or 6 months ago. My mindset was, okay, if I'm alone, if I don't have work to do, I want to be watching a movie or something has to be playing in the background. Like, I did not want to be left alone with my thoughts, because sometimes they overwhelm you and they just get crazy and wild. But gradually I've become more comfortable just being silent in my thoughts. Like, I could do stuff now without even playing music or without even watching anything, just being alone there with my thoughts. And I'm like, you know what? This is progress.
Okay. Sometimes I also used to, even up to now, I'll just put something playing, maybe a series, or at first I used to play music, like calm music when I went to work. I just play calm music while working, but now I don't play music again. I can just put on another screen, I can put a series, comedy, especially comedy. I just play it, like a stand-up special or a comedic podcast, and while it's playing, I'm working on doing whatever I'm doing. So so how about the studio? How far has it gone?
Honestly, the main thing now, I think I mentioned this to you before, it's getting the sound right. So initially when the thing was constructed, we realized that there was the problem with echo, which we were hoping that once things are put into the studio, it's going to be fixed because like populated and stuff.
Yeah.
But it wasn't fixed. So we decided to put like blinds on the walls to help with the sound thing. It has not still helped because the hall is really big. So we have gotten in touch with somebody else who has given some suggestions, but unfortunately he's not available.
Yeah.
So presently now we are looking for a reliable sound, somebody who knows what they are talking about here in Yaoundé, or somebody who can relocate, move for the job and do it. Yeah. So that's what we're looking for. Because prior to this, we got other suggestions which we tried and they did not work. So now we're looking for somebody who knows their stuff in sound, who can really. So that's the big challenge now. But,
because I know that the more things you have in a room, the more it reduces reflection, like sound reflection and echoing. The more, so it just depends.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just that you guys want to just design the space for recording and doing the shows, and the other side is empty. That's why you still feel the echo. Or maybe for having guests, or the other side is empty when you have guests, which means if you don't have guests, you will feel that echo.
Yeah, but the thing is, the hall is really big, so there is going to be empty space, even if there are guests or there are not guests. There's like a lot of space where people can sit for waiting area and all that. So that is causing the echo. So somebody even suggested to us that we build making like a house inside a house. So there's place for the studio, we cover it, like build 4 walls, put a roof and all that.
Yeah,
if somebody wants to get into the studio Yes. So that's what we're looking at now. And so we just need somebody who can implement that. That's the biggest challenge now, just getting that individual who can implement that. Yes. Because also you can get somebody for the job, and if the person doesn't have experience with sound and really knows what they are doing, they can still just do the manual part, but not still do all the right finishing and all that. Man.
But I know if you build that studio, if you build that the recording session, like the studio side of it, where the voices or the podcasts are taking place or recording everything, if you build it in that building, the noise will go away. Because I can recall, like, I had a cyber cafe in this, just out of experience, what I experienced. I had a cyber cafe in Bamenda, It was a very big hall with computers in them, but there was echo. But the saver where I used to sit down, like control everything, I built like it was a studio where, like, these places where people come in to record, that you have a table and there are mics around, you have chairs. I built it like that, and that was the saver where I was working. So when I was inside, there's no echo in that box. But when I go out of the box, the room echoes. Yeah. So it would work.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's jump to the topic of today. Okay. So
wait, you're not giving your life update.
My life update has been shopping. That's just it. Not shopping like clothes or shit. Just tech stuff. Like, I just bought wireless headphones, lights. Yeah, just things that, because I want to be using headphones now for the podcast, because right now I'm using speaker. If you notice, when you listen to the podcast again, when one of you guys are talking, you hear some sort of echo, like your voice echoing in my mic. Sometimes. Yeah, I don't want to use the big headphones again, because they are just, I don't know. When you wear them for so long, you feel it on your ear. You feel the weight. I don't want to use this once again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to get this ones.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So
cool.
It's just that I just had them, so I'm charging it. So next episode, I believe, will be on this one. Yeah.
Okay. That's exciting too.
Yeah. So Yeah, that's my life update. The ambassador is still MIA, missing in action.
Yeah, hopefully he joins us soon.
Hopefully, he joins us. So, the topic of today,
Mm.
what do you think about Jovi reaching out to other artists? So,
Well,
yeah, because we all have known Jovi to be somebody who always work with the guys he's used to, like maintain his circle, keep the same circle, the same team. Video directing is always Bertrand doing it. Ndukong, yeah, Ndukong Bertrand, February 16th. So his videos, Bertrand always does his videos, photos, Bertrand always does his photos, covers, Renee's videos, Tata's videos, like New Bell as a whole. Bertrand does everything. When it goes to production, he does everything. Recording, mixing, mastering, writing, rapping. He always does everything, you know. And this tweet even followed, even before we saw Phoebe posting this tweet, he made a post saying, right, that producing, mixing, mastering, writing, rapping for yourself, all those things are tedious and it's even overwhelming when you're doing it for other people. So he made that post on Twitter before Phoebe even posted that thing. Phoebe is a producer and he's a singer, you know. So I believe he's now like expanding his cycle, and he has realized that doing all these things to grow, he needs to get more hands. Like he needs to work with people, like to collaborate, to get more work done. If he has to do more, he needs to let people in, and that's one of the things to have been working on, like employing, because I have guys that I work with. So I realized that thing, I think 2 years ago, that working alone is you cannot, because one of the reasons people are scared to bring people in to work with them or for them is because they feel like those guys will not understand the vision or any project they are trying to do, anything they want to do. Those guys may not get the direction or the vision or paint it out exactly the way they want it to be, you know. So sometimes you just have to trust people to bring them in. So now we know Jovi as that person who has always been secluded, working with his close circle. He's opening up now. So what do we all think about him reaching out to people?
Yeah. So first of all, I feel like Jovi gradually needing to expand his circle was kind of inevitable, because I didn't feel like, personally, I hoped he would have been in a place where he would have needed a really big circle by now, because like my hope for Jovi is like international, is like big stuff, right? So definitely to do all those things, you need a bigger circle. But I also understand that from the way I see Jovi, from an outsider's perspective, I have the feeling like he's an introverted person, and he likes his space and he likes being secluded in his corner. And people who usually have that personality, they really need to, they love, if they have a team, it's people who they are really comfortable with. So like Ducom Bertrand is his brother, right?
Yeah, his baby brother.
So this is, yes, his brother, like people like personally, I'm talking for myself. People who I work with, team is like brother, is like, okay, long-time friend, is like people you are really comfortable with. But gradually, as your team gets bigger and as the task gets bigger, you realize that, okay, I need to expand my circle, I need to do more. And also the challenge with the Cameroon entertainment scene is many people don't really take the time to do work, for behind the scene work. What am I talking about? I'm talking about people like Phil Bill, who does beat production. So he's somebody who has been in this thing for long, although he does his music thing, but he's like good at what he does in beat production. So what I've noticed, like, it's difficult to find those people who are like great in behind the scenes work. Because many people want to be in front of the camera. Most of these people who even do the behind the scenes work, initially they wanted to be musicians. They wanted to be in front of the camera, but because condition and they did not have money to pay for studio sessions and all that, and they thought the wise decision is, let me learn this myself and do it myself, and that's how they got into this, right? So most of the time, it's difficult to find somebody who's really good at this beat production thing. And so Jovi has really got into a level. True, you can decide that I'll get people on my team and train them so they can be able to do what I do and all that stuff. But I feel like Jovi has gotten to a level that if he brings somebody on his team who is not good enough, and the person starts producing stuff which is not good enough, they'll blame Jovi because the thing is coming from New Bell and they have expected a certain quality from New Bell.
Yeah.
So if he has to work with people, he really needs to bring people on board who really know what they are doing. And so definitely Phil Bill is that kind of person who, I think if he wants to start collaborating with people, he needs to collaborate with that kind of person. He can get somebody that he's training from the ground up, but that person cannot be, until the person gets to greatness, because New Bell is not at that level where they can do try and error, somebody can put out beats and people will be like, Jovi, what's happening? What's happening? We knew you for putting out great beats. So.
Yeah, so we all know where Jovi's at right now, like New Bell Music. Like you already said it, guys don't want to hear mediocre from New Bell Music. That's why even him collaborating, because he even said it one time that he can prefer to go on a dope song with somebody that is not known than to go on a mediocre song with somebody who is known. So he has said that thing so many times. So that's why I believe him picking or reaching out right now. I think he's trying to pick out the guys he thinks are worthy, like have put in the work or cannot disappoint or have their own sound which works, and him working with them can just add the things he already has. And another thing too, you talked about somebody training, so like Kilo, who just passed away, rest in peace. He worked with New Bell Music, who produced that song featuring Pascal and Jovi. Then gave him a go, Check Sense. You know, he produced Tilla's EP when Tilla was still in New Bell Music. Like so many EPs, he was working with Pascal, Jovi, even produced for Jovi sometime. That was the only producer I saw Jovi, even Sadrak at one time worked with Jovi. Those were the guys which I saw Jovi openly, like was comfortable enough to let those guys produce on his project or produce his own artist. You know, that was the first time, I think. So ever since that guy passed away, he has just gone back to the old way, the way he has been working, like doing the thing by himself, by his, like. Then you also said training somebody that you feel comfortable with, like that you trust, like your sound. It goes to another example. I know somebody who has done that, like DJ Pazzo. He did that with Master Robusta. You know, he trained Robusta to grow to produce sound that he's comfortable with, like he can relate to. You know. Sometimes producers do that. Like most guys who already have their foot in the game or have some sort of leverage in the game or have some sort of reputation in the industry, they always go for, okay, let me find somebody to train, you know, that I can trust with my work, my art, my sound, everything. So him reaching out now, I think I think him reaching out now is proving that Jovi wants to, you know, expand, not just signing these guys, not just recording with guys who are signed to him, but reaching out to other production, like other companies, you know, other guys. Like Phil B has his own circle, Jovi has his own circle, so mixing those sounds, it puts him in those spaces, because Phil B works with most of these guys that Jovi don't work with, like Blanche, all the rest. Phil B can be his bridge, his layaway between him and those guys, like collaborating, building his legacy, you know. But
but I don't think this is the first time Jovi is actually reaching out. If you can remember, in 2020, he did reach out to the very Phil B. I remember even when I interviewed a Rhythms guy, Phil B was talking about his conversation with Jovi and all that, like that they had almost like 1 hour conversation. Jovi reached out and like they had a really deep conversation. And we have seen him shout out, I think it's Mimi. He has done some shouting out to Askia, Killa. Yeah, so this is not the first time that Jovi is making
doing
that
a
move.
Shout out is different from actually working with a person, though.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is, right, even now it's just a shout out. No, it's not like they are saying they are working together.
No, it's it's something like a shout out. I just want to greet these guys. Landrino, what's up? Larry, what's up? So you guys can tell us what you think. What do you think about Jovi reaching out to other artists now and producers? What do you think about that? Are you guys excited? DJ Jobs, what's up? So you guys can tell us what you think about Jovi. What do you think? Because Jovi is reaching out. Not like reaching out. He reached out to Ambe, I think at one time when Ambe released his song and they did the remix of that song. And Ambe had so many backlash for that you have an opportunity to work with Jovi and you just decide to do a remix of a song you've already released. Why don't you do something new and all that? But I just believe Jovi contacted him at that point because he vibed with that song and he wanted to do a remix to that song. I just believe so. Yeah, he has been reaching out. He has been shouting out, but not reaching out to work. I believe him and Phil B right now, maybe they have some sort of chemistry, that some sort of understanding. You know, because ever since Phil B started talking with Jovi, he never posted him having a conversation or a link with Jovi until even he said it on your podcast when he was talking with you. But he had never posted
they had a conversation on Twitter before.
Oh, Izzy, what's up? They've had a conversation on Twitter before.
They've had a public, yes. So it was even trending at that time. That's why I asked him the question. So it was trending, the whole thing, like Jovi, Phil B, people were excited about the whole thing. Are we about to say collaboration? This very kind of conversations like this. So that's why I asked the question. So are we about to say a collaboration or something? And it was like they just had a conversation, nothing concrete is said yet, and all that stuff. Yeah. So for me, like I'm not really excited about him reaching out this conversation because he has done it before and we have gotten excited before and people have spoken about it before and it has just ended like that. It has just been him just acknowledging these people. And from the conversation from what Phil B was saying is like that Jovi's problem is there's a lot of disrespect in the industry and he doesn't want to be too collaborative with everybody, interacting with everybody because he doesn't want people, younger generations to come and disrespect him. He doesn't want disrespect. Like that was basically that's the reason he gave for not wanting to do all the connect and stuff. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, but Jovi too is not easy to be around though. The way he's somebody that you need to understand first if you want to be in the same circle, in the same room with him. You know, so the disrespect part, that's just him feeling I don't want to use the wrong word, that would just be harsh, but I just feel like, because look at Drake is clout. The definition of clout is Drake, but Drake work with anybody. You know, he doesn't care if you disrespect him, even though they have said one time that Drake is just jumping on this kid's new sounds just because he wants to stay relevant or soak up the sound. Though on one hand it is true, but he's bigger than those guys, you know. He gives those guys his platform, like his give and take, he shares it. But talking about the disrespect, can you read the comments? Can you see those comments?
No, I cannot see the comments.
Okay, then I'll need to get my glasses because I can see the comments. Because Landrino said he should have been doing that a long time ago. Like he should have been doing it since, you know. So that guy is called Technology Take 2005. Technology Take 2005 say, what's up, Molly? Okay, let me just get my glasses. Okay, let me stop acting a fool here. Let me just get my glasses.
Okay.
Yeah. So guys, just keep the comments coming. I can see everything. Okay, I can see it all. I can read it, but I'll have to squinch my eyes. But I don't want to stress.
Okay.
Okay, I got them. Okay. So Landrino said those are things that make the industry grow. Yeah, I can see now. I don't put my number 4 item. So Technology Take 2005 said, what's up, Molly? Yeah, we have been expecting Jovi to do this. Okay, so we have been expecting Jovi to do this move way back. Like everybody has been expecting Jovi to collaborate, like to start reaching out to guys to collaborate with upcoming artists or new guys. Yeah, like the sound is changing, you know. And Larry said Jovi needed to have been doing this. Okay, yeah, a long time ago. Everybody is saying almost the same thing. Okay, him doing that now. It's good. Okay, yeah. Technology Take 2005. Say, Jovi has to know that the young breed are killing it. Okay. So the young breed are killing the music game now. Give me examples though. Yeah.
Examples of people who are killing the
The
music
young
game.
breed that are killing, because are you talking about the Kosis and the rest?
Yeah, Kosi is the young breed.
Okay, so the young breeds are killing.
I just think like, have you finished reading his comment?
No, there's one more comment. The young breed are killing it.
Okay.
The last one is from Landrino. Okay, DJ Jab just left a new one. The last one is from Landrino. Say those are things that make the industry grow, like what Sisi Panchag is doing. Through him, we saw so many talented upcoming artists. We saw so many talents coming into the spotlight or limelight. Yeah. So DJ Jab said, I want him to work with the name he's typing. What? Okay. So I want him to see him work with the names he's typing, so we can know the love is for real. Like him picking out Askia, picking out so many artists.
Killer, yeah.
Yeah, Killer. He picked out Killer, right?
Killer, right?
Yeah. So they're saying they want. Yeah, DJ Jabs is saying they want to see him work with those guys. The names he shout out, just to know the love is real. Okay.
And for me, I just feel it's. I don't want to use the wrong word, but to be blunt, is I feel there is some lack of humility, which normally in the rap game you see this lack of humility, but you also see that when people start growing more mature in the rap scene and they start taking the role of the boss, the role of the big brother in the rap game or in the music game, then you start seeing more humility coming into play and them becoming more of like a mentor to the younger ones. But one thing which I've noticed with Jovi's case is you see more of confrontation with the younger ones. You see him beefing with Kosi, like, you see him beefing with TZ.
Yeah.
You see, so like, and I'm like, this is not the way a grandpa behaves. This is not the way a grandpa behaves. And yeah, because like the grandpa, you're always supposed to be like the bigger man. You're always supposed to be like the petit frère, all that kind of stuff. Like petit frères will be petit frères. Sometimes petit frères will be disrespectful, but you as the bigger person, you're supposed to be the bigger person in all those situations. And you cannot say, I don't want any petit frère, I don't want to mentor anybody, I don't want to, because they will disrespect me. Like, people would be people would disrespect you, people have flaws, people have shortcomings, but doesn't mean that you have to isolate yourself and be like, no, I'm not working with anybody or whatever. And also, like, from the conversation, from what Phil B was saying and from what some other people say, is like, even the protocol, the way you have to talk to him, when you call him, or you cannot call him directly or something like that, you need to call this person, then you have to say Baba, you have to talk respect. And I'm like, I said, this is so complex and this is just so weird. Philby was saying it and he was saying it with a straight face, so I have to keep a straight face too. But rewatching it and reacting to it, you're like, this is a weird kind of situation that you have to be all burning down to somebody like this.
Can I just give? Okay, let me just go with what Technology said. Technology said, young breed like fish. Okay, he's replying to what I said. Okay, you guys keep the comments coming. What you think about it? Or yeah. DJ Jab said, Jovi is a bully mostly. Yeah, Jovi is a bully mostly to the young ones. Okay, Jovi is a bully mostly to the young ones, so yeah, he's not easy to deal with. Okay, way back in 2012, 13, 14, and 15, there was this complex or this referral to Jovi that most people, even I even made it, like when I was trying to compare, like when back then, I used to say Jovi is the Kanye West of Cameroon because of his sound, like his voice, his rapping voice feel like Kanye when Kanye is rapping. Yeah, he has that rapper voice and that personality. He's trying to take up that Kanye West personality. I just believe Jovi is trying to mimic Kanye. That's just what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So that those talks and those things that they were trying to compare him to Kanye, like he's a genius, he produces, he raps by himself, he does all that. I think that complex, that behavior, that thing, that's like the way Kanye just wake up and tweet. That's what Jovi That's what Jovi is doing. If you've noticed, and I believe he's copying Kanye. Yeah, and yeah, though Kanye has some guys mess with him, guys work with him, but even guys who work with him complain about it, but they still work with him because he's the market, he's a selling point.
Yes.
But Jovi's own, to me, he doesn't have that leverage that Ye has. Maybe it can, I don't know. I don't just know, but I just believe he's trying to mimic that. Okay, DJ Chap says Jovi is a bully too. Okay, yeah, I've read that. Technology said, I don't see Jovi ever doing any album like HIV. Yeah, to me, HIV is a classic. Okay, HIV is a classic. The closest thing that has come to HIV to me is an EP, Rap to Riches Part 1. Then the next, that's just the EP, just a taste of it. Then this is last album, Mboko Supreme. I think I like this album better than most of the last ones he has released. Then 16 Wives who gave me a vibe. 16 Wives gave me some vibe, but HIV was a classic. That album will live forever, because in that album, even movies that they do till today, in Cameroon movies or documentaries or even things, there are so many songs in that album that people still use. That the sound still live up to this date, is relevant and most of those things. So HIV was a classic. So he said, I don't see Jovi ever doing another album like HIV. We love him, but he is on the decline. That's what Technology said. Landrino said Jovi is too proud. Yeah, Larimi. Okay, that's the full name. Larimi said Jovi is a bully. Jovi is a bully. Then you don't know the guy. You don't know that guy called Jovi. Yeah, I don't know what you're replying to. That Jovi is a bully. Then you don't know that guy called Jovi. But I don't know. Most guys don't approach him maybe because they feel like the way he's going to reply them or turn them down will be so offensive.
I don't think most guys don't approach him. I think people have approached him and he has responded in a certain way, because people even tell you that before you talk to him, somebody will first tell you that, Jovi is like this, you have to talk like this, you have to do like this. I'm like, what? Like, honestly, I don't know. I don't know, because I've not heard in other situations. Like, there are people who are celebrities, people who, their names are big, but people can still approach them and they are very relatable, and you can have free, relaxed, laid-back conversation with people. And there are people who they are stuck up and you don't feel relaxed and you don't have that kind of free-flowing conversation with them. But for me, I feel like it's a little bit bizarre that before somebody even approaches you, somebody has to be like, you have to talk to him like this, you have to say this, you have to say this kind of. I'm like, what's happening here? It's like crazy, but it's crazy. And for me, I understand, like, you can decide, okay, I'm going to have this connection, this relationship with somebody because there's something for me to gain. Obviously, if you're an up-and-coming producer, linking yourself with Jovi is a plus. Like, just linking yourself with him, knowing what he knows, learning from him whatever you can, whatever way you can, it's a plus. But also, it's understandable that if a producer comes under Jovi to learn, they could be humble and accept all those rules for the sake of just being there and learning. But when they feel like they have learned enough, they leave. Because I don't think there's any human being that can be happy in that kind of situation where you feel like, I always have to be bowing down to this person. I cannot talk like this. I cannot feel like this. It's not a happy situation that you want to live there if you have a choice, if you have an option. So I kind of get it when, like, although people have left in other scenarios, from other levels and stuff, but also I get it when, let me say, the artists like Pascal or like the Tila or like the whoever say, okay, you know what, we have gotten our feel and it's time for us to leave, because you can only take that kind of craziness for a short period of time.
Yeah.
And once you can leave, you leave.
Yeah. So DJ Jab said, yeah, Liby say, yeah, the Liby, you may be right. Yeah, that Kanye West complex, I think, yeah, Jovi has it. So I think he's trying to mimic it. You guys can go back and compare it, like just feel it. And yeah, he sound, honestly, when he raps, like when he's dropping music, and have you heard Kanye West rap? Like it sounds similar, like though they have their own style, because it comes with that voice. Like you guys, it's just their voice, you know. It's not like someone is trying to copy the other, but it's just their voice. But now it goes to the production thing, and when that comparison started happening, I just believe he just jumped on that Kanye attitude train and the rest, and like unapologetic. So if you're watching us right now, like the video, okay? Just like the video to tell YouTube this conversation means something to the community, like Cameroon, like means something to our community. So just like the video, and YouTube recommend it to Cameroonians too, okay? And yeah, let's move down. Yeah, Jovi is a bully. You don't know that guy, okay? DJ Jab say HIV is a legendary album. Yeah, we are. Yeah, like come on. DJ Jab say, talking of Pascal, what is happening to him even now? We don't know.
Pascal.
Yeah.
What's happening? I thought he had left music.
But he's still recording. I saw him in the car. He's on Kilimanjaro, on Salatiel's album. I saw him in the car rapping to his song he recorded, right?
Yeah, but Kilimanjaro, he recorded Kilimanjaro prior to making his announcement that he's leaving.
No. Are you sure?
I'm very certain about this. Because he was in the studio, in the studio that when the video and pictures came out, it was him, Daphne, and Salatiel in the studio and some other people.
Okay, and Sangwe, this is Pascal, can give my verse. That was Sangwe, this is Pascal, you didn't turn me in the studio, Salatiel, can give my verse. Yeah, some comedic moment. Yeah, I think he's still recording. I know he's recording, but putting it out now, I don't think he has figured out a way to talking of that. Okay, I'll get my guys called Pascal. Yeah. No, don't worry. Talking of that, something a light bulb just came into my head because I'm working on a lot now. Yeah, and let me just give an exclusive, okay? Though Gomez just had a son, but that wasn't what I wanted to say. I just want to say I just signed a distribution deal with Gomez. So yeah.
Oh, not like poaching. Big things.
Yeah, not like poaching.
Big things happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't poached.
Wow.
I haven't poached an
poaching
artist
from who? He's not
a free agent.
He's not under Lion Production anymore. Yeah,
he's a free agent.
Poaching.
And I'm working on so many. With time, I'll be like, the ones I disclose are the ones who don't feel any type of way if I disclose, you know. Yeah, so there are so many of them, like A-list and B-list artists. Like when the whole thing rolls out, then you will be like, so these guys were
Can you guys get me?
Yeah, the ambassador.
We can get you, but we cannot see you.
Yeah, we cannot see you. Oh, he has gone off.
Oh, yes.
I think he wants to go out and come back in.
He's in Douala, a whole economic capital, and they're having network issues.
No, I think he wants to go out and come back in.
Okay.
Yeah, I just hope that's what he's doing. Yeah, so like I said, when the whole thing rolls out, then you guys will be like, oh shit. Is that how the roster of Molly Town is stacked? Well,
Yeah.
it's so stacked. There are even guys. Let me just say, there are guys who are in record labels that you guys know that are renowned, but they still have that partnership distribution kind of deal with Molly Town now. So when we find out,
you guys see me now?
yeah, slowly we'll be
Yes, we
disclosing
can see you.
Yeah, we can see you now.
Yeah.
See, they don't go shave. You
Okay,
don't cut your ears, so they say you did 15.
So I know will be surprised to see me like this. This is my official look. I'm actually in some hotel for a meeting in Douala. So I've dressed all. This is my far look.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
C'est pas look.
So I had to just dodge out of the conference hall and come back to my hotel room, and then I felt like I've been missing it, especially on the Molly Town audience. I've been missing out a lot, so I really wanted to be part of this, no matter what.
Yeah.
Even if I had to go into the lift or hang on some fifth floor, and then try to be part of the meeting for a while.
Of course. At least you've ticked present. At least you've ticked present. Yeah, so quick run, okay, before we continue, before you answer the question because the title is what do you think about Jovi reaching out to other artists and producers? But before you answer the question,
what do I think about
Jovi reaching out to other artists and producers? But but before you answer that, just give us a quick life update. Go.
Yeah, quick live update has really been busy for me. I had some big deal I was working on, but more of a money deal in my professional side, which kind of took me most of last week. And then it went through just before I left Boya for Yaoundé for this meeting. Yeah, it has been really hectic for me trying to run behind a couple of things. And then, I'm planning to do a couple of video shoots for my video things. And also I'm working on a lot of content creation things behind the scene, which is really draining me. But I really want to, I'm trying to do a lot behind the scene. It's draining me. But the funny thing is people cannot see it.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm trying to do a lot, but I'm not worried because when it adds up and then when the walls get high enough over the fence, people will definitely see the height of the house. But for now, construction is going on behind the fence.
Trust me, they will. Trust me.
Yeah.
Like I just revealed something to Ethan now even before you came online. Like we are building something that by the time the carpets roll out, everybody will be like, oh shit.
Solid.
Gazi Rex, what's up? Say what's cooking today? Yeah, if you've seen the title of the video, Gazi Rex, we are talking about is just a question. What do you think about Jovi reaching out to other artists now and producers? So the ambassador, your own take on it.
Yep. So I feel like it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
But with Jovi, I'm never too certain yet. I cannot start celebrating already. So one, I think the guys you're talking about is like him reaching out to what's their name, Rhythms, right?
Yeah,
Gianni.
Philby,
Gianni. Yeah, so I feel like first, Rhythms had reached out to him at one time. They were hyping him like Grand Fred, this, that. I think the interview you did an interview with Rhythms, right?
Yeah.
And they said how they reach out to him, and he's a kind of enigmatic character which you cannot predict. So he can reach out to these guys, and soon they start writing him, and he's no longer replying just because they like a certain picture which he's not cool with. And he can just burn a business deal just because you like a certain picture. I mean, he's that kind of guy. I remember like when there was something happening. So that's why I said I don't get too hyped about his things till it's ready. So imagine that like this guy will take a song which he did with Whiskey. I mean, if I have even a phone call with Whiskey and putting me out, I don't want to know. But Jovi had a song with Whiskey and he sat on it for some reason, whatever, they did not go right. Jovi had something going with him, between him and Akon. But for some reason, that deal just went south. At one time, I felt, what's this guy who did, what's his name? The guy who has the Boomaye thing. This French guy from Congo.
French, a clothing branding.
Pitié, toi mon amour, Pitié, what's his name?
Echo Roosevelt.
Echo Roosevelt.
Not Akon, I'm mixing it up, not Echo Roosevelt. the Congo guy with the lips, very black, the hair.
Yusufa.
He came to Yusufa, exactly, man. Yeah. So at one time I felt like Jovi was also going to have something with Yusufa, because when I watched their interview, the guys were really vibing like something. And those are things which
both of them are still cool.
Whoever Jovi decides to work with in Cameroon, I don't think it's going to get bigger than Jovi working with Yusufa, Akon, or Whiskey.
Yeah.
All of those deals for some reason did not become something, because I feel like he's that kind of guy, man. He can just be the kind of guy
cool,
and he abandons it.
Yeah, you know that about
I said Jovi and Yusufa are still cool. Those guys have no problem.
Yeah, but nothing came out of it though.
It's almost like
if you remember too, at that one time you interviewed Calligraph Jones. Calligraph Jones was to work on something with Jovi.
Carl De Niro.
Carl De Niro. I said Calligraph Jones. Yeah. And he said in the interview that just because, what did he even say? I cannot recall. But some thing.
That he told Jovi to change something, or Jovi told him to change something, and Jovi was like, no, he's not changing it. And Carl De Niro was like, he is
the one who has the project. So I now called you.
Yeah. Song. So you have to compromise according to what I want. But Jovi was like, nope, it's not happening. So that was it.
So that's why I said. So for me, that Jovi has had way bigger opportunities. Which I mean, like, imagine if Jovi had a solid song with Whiskey, Akon, and Yusufa. Definitely, Jovi is America, Europe level to another level. But he's just that's why I say it's an enigmatic career, a personality which I don't celebrate his things too soon. When I just see it, I'm happy that is it. But I don't start planning his things and saying, whoa, Jovi is going to, you can really get heart attack for no reason.
So, I also said one thing, that Jovi is trying to do like a Kanye West complex. Do you think I'm right or wrong? He has a kind of Kanye West.
When you say Kanye West complex, what do you mean?
That he has been having some comparisons to Kanye West way back in 2013, 14, 15, that he said he sounded like Kanye. He can produce and he can rap. He does everything by himself. So that thing was one conversation that was trending on Twitter. Like, it was talking the industry at that point in time. I believe that conversation got into his head, and towards that period, that was when he started being like, that was when the beef started with Stanley. He started saying Petit Frere go enter game, one can they disrespect me, like way back then. Like, do you know the way Kanye just wake up and start tweeting? That's exactly the same thing Jovi is doing now. Like, Kanye has a way that when you want to work with him, he will tell you things have to go like this, like this, like this. That's the way Jovi wants to work now. Like, I think.
So I feel like I see the rationale, but I don't see Jovi like want to be consistent in a plan.
It's like a complex. He believes like when he makes himself difficult to work with, people who value him more. I think he's trying to, like, that's the way Kanye is. Like, even if there are so many guys in the USA there who, like, rappers who say Kanye is crazy, like Kanye is all this, but when he dropped this album Down That, everybody was on it. All those guys were saying Kanye and shit.
Yeah, but I agree.
But
you are trying to act difficult to work with. I understand that you act difficult to work with Skitty Boy, Bless B, Stanley Eno, maybe even Salatiel. But you act difficult at his level. Does he act difficult? Is it a winning strategy to act difficult to work with Akon, Whiskey?
Yeah. Okay, DJ Jabs is saying, Zinga Lloyd, sorry, the ambassador Landrino is saying welcome. He said that thing a long time ago. It's just that you were talking, I couldn't cut you off. Zinga Lloyd,
okay, thanks, man.
Zinga Lloyd is saying, hey guys, what's good? Glad to see everybody. Glad to see everyone. Okay, and then DJ Jabs is saying, I'm having a feeling Jovi had a Congo artist, a song. Jovi had a song, okay, with a Congo artist on his album. Yeah, Jovi has had that, like, with so many Congo and Guinean artists on his album. I think 16 Wives had it. This last album had it. The album before this original Boko Supreme, what was it? He had a song featuring a Congolese artist. Even some of his EPs, he has been having some of these Congo artists on his songs.
No, so I feel like Jovi does these collabo things, but I feel like he does it only with people, or he works only with people who can walk on eggshells.
Yeah.
And then don't step on him in any way or make him feel any kind of way.
Yeah. Even this,
because I feel like he will not want to compromise no matter, he will not look at the bigger picture of how much is on the table, what he does for his brand, how much he can grow. As soon as Jovi feels a kind of way, he's out.
Yeah, because to me, the best song to me in this his last album is a song featuring that girl, Mami Eso. If you guys have listened to the album, I've forgotten the title of the song, but that girl is a Cameroonian rapper, but she's based in France. Mami Eso.
Okay.
Yeah, the song is so dope. So everybody, if you're watching right now, like the video. Okay, then what we are talking about today is what do you think about Jovi reaching out to other artists? Like the ambassador just said, he has been reaching out like that, but nothing comes out of it. DJ Jobs have just said.
No, that's the point. Is like secondly, my question I want to ask back is, do you think Jovi is still growing though? Is he on a growth curve?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
he's on a linear curve.
And that's not good for an artist because it's very easy to start dropping. I feel like he has been on the linear curve for a while, but is now dropping.
Not like it's not good for an artist though. J. Cole has been on a linear curve since 2013. His album sales are always constant.
In the beginning,
no.
We're talking about, I recall like 2000 and what, when the Lil Waynes were leaving things, it felt like rap was in the hands of Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake.
Yeah. But right now it's still in their hands.
And gone poof.
No, right now it's still in the hands of those three.
Nah.
Yeah.
I feel like Drake is in another level with it. Kendrick Lamar is in the middle. J. Cole is dropping.
No, J. Cole is not. Instead, J. Cole is coming out. It means you're not following. If you're this way, you will feel it.
The album J. Cole released didn't do so well. It didn't do so well like the come-up album.
No. This J. Cole's last album. When J. Cole released his album, okay, his album was the most selling album before the Kanye started dropping, the Drake started dropping, and the rest. That shows the curve. Like J. Cole now does arenas. Okay, we are talking about 30,000 and up. J. Cole does arenas now.
Like J. Cole was on the same wave with Drake. But he's not even 10 kilometers close to Drake right now.
No, J. Cole started doing arenas, I think around 2019, which means he's going up.
But like when they did the Good Morning song, do you agree with me that both artists were almost at the same level of?
Yeah, they were still just coming into the game. Yeah, they were at the same level. They were still just coming into the game, of course.
Yeah. So what happened that Drake is now there and J. Cole is here?
Listen, both of them rose from that point where they came in at. But Drake's own curve is more stiff than J. Cole's curve. It doesn't mean J. Cole is not ascending.
What the more use of Kendrick Lamar?
Same thing with Kendrick. All of them are ascending, but it's like three curves. It's almost like if you do trading, right? I do forex. There are indicators. When you put indicators, you always put 3. For guys who put 4, they put 3. There's one that shows the trend. There's one that shows the direction of the trade. Okay, and there's one that indicates if the trade is let's just say gullible. Those 3 trades. The one that shows the direction of the trend, I'll just say that one is J. Cole. The one that shows the trade, I think the middle one, I think that's Kendrick Lamar. And the top one that shows the trade is gullible. Like it, at one point it can shoot right up and it comes back down. It shoots right up there, but it never falls down to the second or the third. That's Drake. Because Drake will just wake up and release a song that will just boom, like explode everywhere. But he will still do collaborations that will just fall in between. But
anyway,
yeah.
Back to the Jovi thing, I feel like Jovi has not been rising. He has been linear for a while, and for the last 2 years, I feel like he has been dropping. Very slow drop. That the drop is not so significant, so we cannot feel it.
Yeah.
But or maybe like I always say, this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm the one who has lost the amount of depth and interest I had in music, so I'm no longer in touch with the things he puts out that much. I'm no longer feeling Jovi like the way I used to feel him.
Same here. You're not wrong with that. You're not wrong. Okay. Because I feel the same way. Like I always, when he released music now, I can compare any artist just to themselves. That's why I say I'm hard on like Magasco. When I always do Magasco reviews, I'm always hard on him because the Magasco I knew, I don't think this is the same Magasco I'm feeling now. I always do that to everybody. Everybody.
Agaspa has not done any Wule Bang Bang since then.
He did Sokoto. No. Nyang Nyang to me is something else.
No, but listen. Sokoto and Nyang Nyang were what they were, but they did not hit the waves like Wule Bang Bang.
Yeah, I know, but musically, Nyang Nyang is something else. That's what I'm talking about, artistically. Sokoto I don't even know how Sokoto blew up. Because I did not feel the song, even up to today, I still can't connect to Sokoto, but it blew up.
Yeah, but I at times I tell people like, so maybe when I do my reviews, I keep my reviews at the artistic level, but that's not the appreciation of what the streets will do. I wait till the streets do what they do, and then I discuss it of what the streets have done, because you cannot really predict the way the streets is going to act in certain song and how they'll take it. It's guesswork most of the time, but at least you can appreciate the artistic work of this criteria, you can grade it at this. But all of those your criteria don't mean anything for the man in the power as Jang Chu Expo and he likes that line.
Exactly. Yeah, of course. Come on, of course. DJ Jab says Jovi is stagnant.
Yeah, I think so. And for me, okay, that's why I asked that question. For me, for Jovi to grow is out of Cameroon. So doing all these collaborations now with people in Cameroon is not really the growth.
That's something he should have been doing a long time ago.
It's not really the growth which we want to see. It's not really the growth which will help him. I don't know what Jovi wants to prove in Cameroon. There is really not much to prove for Jovi.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but I also think that if he collaborates with people who are trending now in the entertainment scene, even in Cameroon, it's going to at least keep him like in a relevant position in Cameroon and people still talking about him. It's going to keep him in a certain position of the mentor, the big brother trying to work with other people. Like if at least he had that going. But
Cameroon,
not collaborating internationally and not even collaborating. What I'm trying to say is, right, there are people who, let me say, like they respect you, they don't respect you, but as far as your name is still associated with the people who are trending, as a new rapper comes into play, if Jovi was like, okay, Petit Frere, I see you, come let's jump on a song together, like his name is always out there and people are still talking about his name, it's going to, in a way, increase his growth, which it might not be increasing, people only talk about Jovi when he puts out a crazy tweet and people talk about it, then he dies down. Then they wait again until when he puts out a tweet. But he's an artist.
So for me,
he's not supposed to be known for the crazy tweets. He's supposed to be known for his artistic work.
Even if Jovi wants to do collaborations in Cameroon, I have 3 names for him.
Sure.
Stanley Eno, which he might take a native doctor plus presidential decree for him to do that. Salatiel. Salatiel is going in another direction externally, which if you rub shoulders to Salatiel, there's a certain. So when people come to look at the Lover Boy kind of person who sang with Beyonce, they might see a rapper who is a solidly confirmed rapper doing something with him. So singing with Salatiel might take him externally in that direction. And then singing with Daphne. Daphne is more of international, but Africa international. Those are the 3 people I'm looking at. Stanley is just because Stanley is just Stanley, man. If you sing something with Stanley, you never know. You can see that song somewhere in the UN conference. Salatiel is because of his recent Beyonce vibe around him going international. Daphne has consistently been going international in the African sphere, and I feel like that's one person who, if she crosses into Europe, she'll really go into Europe. If she goes into America, she'll really go into America. Okay. But now she's really in Africa.
Can I give my own?
Salatiel went in America in a kind of way, looking like a conshot kind of way. But he went though, so we are hoping that he finds his foot in America. Stanley Eno is Stanley Eno. But these are the 3 people I feel like if he does a collabo with them.
Okay.
In Cameroon, he will still do good in Cameroon, but he can take him externally somehow. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but then before you give your own 3, right?
Yep.
I want to know, the ambassador, why are you taking Daphne instead of Blanche?
Yeah, that's the girl I wanted to call.
Blanche, yeah. Blanche is a hustler, but Daphne's brand is way stronger than Blanche.
I don't think so.
Nah, man, no.
I feel Blanche fans will easily vibe to a Jovi collab than Daphne.
Yes, they are. So if you look at it, I'm not looking at Cameroon. I'm looking at Cameroonians who have a propensity to take you out of Cameroon because I don't feel like Jovi needs growth in Cameroon.
Okay, let me give you one.
Blanche doesn't have a strong following out of Cameroon.
No, listen.
Really?
To me, this is what I think. To me, this is what I think.
Okay, yeah,
Blanche, okay? If he wants to get it out of Cameroon, Blanche, right?
Yeah.
Tenor, right? Tenor, like French Africa, like Tenor is, I think, out of Africa, out of Cameroon. Tenor is bigger than Jovi out of Cameroon. Like in French Africa, Tenor is something else.
But Deliby, do you really think Jovi can show his skill as a French rapper?
Yeah, that's one thing.
Because I feel like in Semak, with a little bit of Frank Anglais, he's doing his thing. But if he goes to French rapper, the Cambe boy in him will jump out. It's not that easy.
But wait, most Jovi's hit songs, even the ones that transcend, are French. Like they have mostly French in it.
Yes, but I feel like he's a better rapper in English than in French.
No.
He's just doing the French thing because of his market. You think Jovi is a better rapper in French?
In both, like when I listen to both of them, even the English, to me, it's like it's the same.
Nah. If Jovi has to hold his lyrical prowess and do like freestyle thing and then go, so you feel like if Jovi goes on, I feel like if Jovi even goes to America and does his African kind of rap, I would prefer his rapping in English than to go and rap in French with Yusufa. I don't feel like Jovi can really do his rap skill of doing the poetry justice to a song in French compared to if he does it in English.
Nah.
But
because don't forget, this guy is educated in English though.
Yeah, I've seen Jovi punchline in English trend, and people talk about his punchlines in English, but I cannot remember Puri talking about his French punchlines, or maybe
because Anglophone share it.
Yeah, but I'm like,
but the thing too is
pick up the punchlines in French.
But the things that make those songs slap and go ahead are the French lines in them. But Anglophone share the English lines that they relate with.
I feel like when Jovi raps in French, he's either just talking about obscenities or talking about things which the crowd can vibe with. J'étais ici, j'ai fait ça, j'étais là-bas, j'ai fait ça. He's not really trying to be artistically rapper.
Alright, DJ Jabs, it's just that we've been talking and I cannot just cut anybody talking to read the comments. I'm sorry for that. He said, Nyang Nyang na another level. Oh. Nyang Nyang na different level. Okay, so he said, if Jovi needs to stay on the trend, he would just use his phone like Trump.
But then you didn't give your third person though.
That's what I think.
You didn't give a third. You said Blanche, Tenor. Who's the third?
Loco.
Man.
Loco or Salatiel, one of them.
I feel like you have a certain an inclination towards French music though.
Loco though, but most of Loco songs are in English.
Yeah, but I feel like his audience is French.
Wait, most of his songs are in English.
Yeah, just go and search. Most of his songs, like his songs, 80% of his songs are English. The hooks are French.
I know that he has the titles might be in French. He sings a lot of lyrics in
English and just put a hook in French.
Yes, but I feel like the large core of his audience are French people, French-speaking Africans. And they're just having that kind of feeling like, voici notre Chris Brown. Il chante comme Chris Brown. Il chante en anglais, mais c'est aussi un francophone comme nous.
It's almost the same thing like Kosi. Kosi raps in English, everything in English, but the chorus are in French.
That's all marketing strategy.
That's what Loco does.
He can also do things in English and it may be even better.
That's what Loco does. Loco's own is just sing in English, or sometimes some of the hooks are like in English too. You just can't determine Loco's sound when he wants to release. You just can't say, okay, this song will be a French song and English song. Loco is always experimenting. Like all his singles are different from the last. He doesn't have a specific sound. Loco is the artist. Loco is just an artist. Like, Loco, what are you going to do on this one? Will we vibe with it? Will it be a miss? Will it be a hit? That's how Loco is.
Do you also have a 3? Because I don't know. Now that you can't call Nasty C, I feel like you are limited.
Nasty C. Let me see. Honestly, I'll go Blanche instead of Daphne. I will go with, let me see, which other 2 names? Yeah, okay, Sadatel. I think Sadatel would do something for Jovi since he has that Beyonce connect and stuff. Then who else do I think? I think there'll be some value if Jovi collaborates with Tizzy Panchak.
Okay.
The smoking and drinking in that studio is not going to be fun.
Yeah, wait, let me read the comments there. We just proceed. Let's just keep the family interactive. Okay, Zinga Lloyd is back. Zinga Lloyd said he's a huge fan of Jovi, but when he hears collaborations or he hears anything, he's not impressed. Like, he's not always excited because we've heard so many collaborations in the past and at the end nothing happens. Okay, Zinga Lloyd said the ambassador. Okay, you still see ambassador Nana. Jovi needs to spread out his wings. That's what Zinga Lloyd is saying. And DJ Jab said Jovi is very good in English. Zinga Lloyd is saying, presently I want to see him on another. Okay, he said presently I want to see him on another because he has potential. That's just it. He needs more collabs out of the country. Yeah, those are the comments for now. So you guys can shoot.
Yeah. Okay. I want to defend my Tizzy Panchak choice, right? So I feel like Tizzy Panchak has one of the artists who have been able to gather a lot of following with the English, like majority English speaking Cameroonian, because he has like made it his point to like even his viral hits are in English, majority English. I don't think I can remember a Tizzy Panchak French lyrics. I cannot really think of it. So I feel Jovi has a majority French audience, and I think he has a majority French audience. So I think if he is able to collaborate with Tizzy Panchak and make that blend, mindful of the fact that they have first had some clash in the past, him and Tizzy Panchak coming and jumping with someone will first create a lot of buzz. People will first talk about it a lot. Bloggers will hype it, and then it will also help him bridge that gap with that.
We'll need bouncers in that studio.
No, they don't even need.
After the way Jovi threatening Pascal was his own petit frère.
Yeah, no, they don't even need to be in the same studio to record it. Like, they can just have a beat, they mail it to this person put their verse, they mail it to this person. But those kind of songs don't usually work. No, those kind of songs don't usually work because the chemistry in the studio always add up to the song, the production process.
But just the fact that I feel like Jovi has some subtle bipolarness in him. Imagine that during that song he's triggered and they just decide to start beefing Tizzy Panchak because they're doing the collab. So you really, even not in the same studio, you still can turn out bad.
Even create more buzz on the song. Like DJ Jab say, Loco is super diverse. Like,
how they shoot the video?
How they shoot the video?
Put Jovi in a cage, like how they put Chris Brown in a cage.
Exactly. They'll put Jovi in a cage.
So you guys think they kept Chris Brown in that cage just because they never wanted him to be beside Drake?
You never know. Man. You never know.
No, those two. Come on, man.
No. We like to believe that everything is good with them.
No, it wasn't good, but he wasn't in that cage because they never wanted him to meet Drake. They never shot at the same time.
True.
That cage was just a part of the scene.
Ways to stop him from getting to Drake than put him in that cage.
No.
I also feel like it's comforting to feel like he's in the cage.
Oh.
If not, Drake would have been forgetting his lines. He would have always been looking over his shoulder throughout the video shoot. So it's just that guy broke a window on live TV during his Good Morning show. I mean, just let Chris Brown be.
Breezy.
Crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we've gone
Guys,
above an
I
hour.
have to run back to my meeting before I get to lose my job.
Yeah, we've gone above an
Oh.
hour. We're just running up. I just wanted to say, let's give our closing remarks. So, the ambassador, since you have
Okay,
to
cool,
go first,
cool.
you start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, as I said, it's all about the growth in the industry. But I always say this too. I feel like our industry is going to some level of stagnation. But I blame the people at the forefront, because I feel like they've gotten to the top and they are stuck there. So there's no room for other people to pop out. So there was the generation of Two-Face who came out in Nigeria, and the Style Plus, or the Banco drivers were before them. Then we had the
African
MIs
China.
that came. Yes, we had the MIs that came, that generation. Then we had the Fino or Lamide generation came, Vector somewhere in between. Now, in less than 5 years, it's like the music scene of Nigeria changes almost every 5 years. Tiwa Savage came before Simi could do her own thing. Now we have Thames who has come. Before Thames is even standing for too long, Arya Star is coming. But I feel like our industry has just gotten so stagnated for too long. The people ahead are not moving out. So the people who are coming cannot really grow, and then everybody's just stuck. And then now some are going into charity organizations, some are going into scamming, but they cannot grow in the artistic field anymore. Yeah, that's just it for me.
The ambassador, do you know
Really?
something you
Okay.
want to tell us? Is there
Like,
something?
seriously.
Is there something you want to tell us?
We don't know these things, so.
Is there something you want to tell us?
I've said the one that I can say. The rest you need a translator.
Hi, DJ just said I need
Okay.
Jovi needs to export Mboko's sound out by collaborating with internationals.
Yeah.
So if you're watching the video right now, just like it. I think we've come to the end. So Eta, just give us your own closing remark.
Yeah, so for me, like I said from the beginning, I really wish Jovi would have taken the position of a mentor kind of thing. I want to look at, if I had to compare Jovi with somebody, I wish I would have been comparing with Jay-Z, not a Kanye West character. I wish I would have said like Jovi is like a Jay-Z character, but that's not the case. Yeah, so I feel our industry, so far we have not had that artists of a different generation come up and be that kind of mentor who is also making it and inviting other people to come and join him, make it and do other big moves for those people. So I think we have that vacuum in our industry. Now the candidates for that list, I would say a Jovi, I would say Stanley Eno, I would say, I don't know about Loco. I feel like Loco is still trying to figure out his thing. So those are some of the people I would say. Okay, I would say Stevie Panchak too, and Stevie Panchak is gradually trying to take that role, but he doesn't have his own record level, so he's still unstable.
What about Mr. Leo?
Oh yeah, Mr. Leo too.
Leo is in a weird space right now.
Yeah.
No, Leo is in a weird space right now.
I feel, Mr. Leo is trying to figure out his brand. Salatiel, I think, he he's definitely one of the candidates who can also take that role. So I think they really need to step up in taking that kind of mentorship and a little bit stepping back, because most of them now, like Leo, although he wanted to start his record label thing, I feel that he still wants to be in the forefront and still be like the main name of his own record label. So it's difficult for him to push other people to the forefront and try and push his career simultaneously. Salatiel is the main, he's the very kind of position. Alpha Beta, no artist signed under Alpha Beta, which is one of the biggest record labels here in Cameroon. So I think we really have that vacuum of an artist who has left the game and is relaxed now and ready to be behind the scenes and just play that mentorship role and push the others forward. So I hope some of these guys step up and take that challenge.
Relaxation means something else for Jovi though.